Hi everyone, Lazy Fire here, and welcome back to Arkham City. We're about to go rescue Nora or Fries, I can't pronounce that last name, it sounds like Freeze, and keep a word we gave to Mr. Freeze a few minutes ago. In the meantime, while we wait for that rescue to begin, we're going to get to hear one of the more involved Mook conversations. I don't know if it's generally necessary to hear everything, it's not an actual conversation, but let's watch.
I wanna. It's my turn. You always get your turn.
How about rock, paper, scissors?
Can you even play that with three people?
Sure you can. Come on, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
Or paper. What are the odds?
Do I look like I went to school?
1, 2, 3.
Gun beats paper.
No, gun doesn't beat paper. Stick to the rules.
1, 2, 3.
What the hell is that?
Dynamite.
For the 11th. Again.
1, 2, 3. You sure this works with 3 players?
Yeah, go again. 1, 2, 3. I thought I told you, no dynamite.
What was this? Best of 3?
This is gonna be a long night.
Alright, it's actually going to repeat after that.
3.
Or paper.
So,
What are the
yeah,
odds?
that is not desynced, that's how that game is. And we're going to take out the armored guy first thing. Now, an interesting point about the armored dudes is that if you try to do a normal stealth takedown, which you'll see this later in this video actually, if you try to do a normal stealth takedown on them, it won't work. You'll just simply try to do it and fail. Now right here, I'm trying to take out these shield guys as best I can. Doesn't always work, but I try. And right there I hit a guy when he's trying to get up. I like it. And I've luckily taken out our good friends, the assholes with armor. They usually make this a lot harder. But they're out of the way, which means I just have to contend with these guys now. And this is me being an idiot. I didn't realize someone had a gun. So when I went to go counter something, I ended up throwing down a smoke pellet. Should have paid a little bit better attention. Now, what I should have also done here was gone for an arm breaker and gotten one of the shields out of the game. Because these guys give me probably more problems than anyone should. And goddamn do I love throwing stuff back at people now that I can get it to work. You see, the issue with the shield guys is that your animations to run up the shield take a little while, and your animations to reverse or hit some people can take a little while. And the shield guys, because you can't reverse anything they do, and because they're a little annoying and always there, should be a top priority, but I don't always have time to deal just with them. Especially when any of these guys, if left to their own devices, will pick up a shield. So that means that you get to see me more or less get screwed over by the fact that people have shields. Either someone attacks me, or I don't pay enough attention and just get nailed with a shield. You know, it's what happens. But your reversals can be broken the same way that your ground takedowns can be broken. And the shield guys can do
Freeze's
that.
wife is safe. I should tell him.
Alright. Saved Freeze's wife. Wonderful. Let's go out this front door. And if you recall, early on in the Let's Play, I actually went to this door, knocked on it, and they refused me entry. So I have found another way in. And one of the things about Nora Freeze in this game is that it's never explicitly stated, I don't believe, but the reason that Mr. Freeze was working with the Joker was because he had her. So, oops. Now, what I was looking for there when I was looking towards the sky was the numerous snipers in this area. I actually tried to jump over the buildings to get over here earlier on, and let's watch that. I love that multi-takedown. That's pretty great. But if you jump over the buildings and try to get down here, you'll attract the attention of snipers and get shot. Even now, I'm about to get shot by a sniper on my way out. Look how much damage that did. You do not want to be caught by a sniper. It's just not a great idea. Now, if you're smart, and not me, you will actually just go around them. I've actually charged a couple head-on or not been paying enough attention and ended up getting myself injured because of it. Now, something I want to note, and the reason why this is still in here, besides hot balloon popping action, is because you'd think that the game would make it a little bit easier because they gave you the tutorial kind of on getting out of that place and using the ice grenades, let's say. But no, they did not unfreeze that door. It's still frozen, so you still have to go in the back way, which is kind of annoying. Not really my favorite thing. It's not too difficult, but still. One of those little design decisions that could have been changed made it a little easier on the player to just get from one point to another. Also, I think this swordfish over here is something to do with something, but Riddler says it isn't. Too bad. So, just the upside to this is that I realized I forgot a Riddler trophy while I'm down here, so I'll pick that up. Won't really change anything. I'm still very short of the mark on how many of those I need. But we can get back in here. Same way we came out. And of course the tutorial vents are still there. So I still have to toss a couple of these things. A little bit annoying. But I do love my ice grenades, so I won't complain too hard. Let's go tell Freeze the good news. It's right here.
I found her, Freeze. She's safe.
Nora, where is she?
She was locked up in Warehouse 5B in the Falcone shipping yard. She's safe, Victor. You can go to her.
Thank you, Batman. I doubted you. I am sorry.
I don't understand how he expects Freeze to get across Gotham. I don't know how Freeze got from the museum to this place without getting harassed a bunch. Very strange. But we have a level up. The Freeze proximity mines are great for stealth rooms, but I'm not going to really use them. Right now I'm pretty happy with where my armor is, but I have the special combo for disarming and destroying weapons. This is a fantastic upgrade if you remember to use it. I forget about it completely through this video, which is not ideal considering the number of people with guns I come up against. Guns in this game are going to show up pretty much in every fight from here on out. Expect to see them. And right here, just showing exactly where we have to go. Straight back to the steel mill. I'm trying to set a waypoint, but it won't let me. And as you can see, there's one Titan container left, and there's no other objectives on the map. We've done pretty much everything we can right now, except for a couple of small side quests. And just to reiterate my point, and actually set up a waypoint, I realize, oh no, the game's just going to direct me there anyways. So, I'm actually going to take a tactical trip over there. And the reason why I'm not cutting this out after I had previously stated I'd be cutting stuff like this out from now on is because, well, it's changed. It's not as simple as just getting over there now. It's getting over there smartly. You have to be pretty aware of how many enemies there are, what they're doing, and if they're going to cause problems for your transport. And here, I tactically drowned. That was a planned risk, let's say. And just crouching to make sure I don't get seen. We're gonna... Oh yes, by the way, you can pop those balloons with the freeze grenades. I don't know what they're actually... I mean, they have an actual name, it's just freeze grenades seems so much more appropriate for them. But here, more snipers. Snipers are going to be everywhere near the steel mill, so it's just smart policy to take them out when you can. I can't do this one the way I'd like to, which is ledge takedown. Doing it this way actually may be smarter on a tactical level, because, as you'll see in a few moments, if you take them out with the ledge takedown, it will alert other nearby snipers, and that's never a good thing, considering how frequently you'll come across them in this area. You can see these guys over here in this building. I'm not worried about them. They're not going to do me any harm because I'm going to go completely around them, and I don't feel like fighting 6 of those dudes.
Batman was in there fighting Freeze, and she snuck behind and cut the back out of the damn safe. Who'd have thought it? Harley Quinn outsmarting the Bat. Must have been Joker's plan. No way was it hers. I don't know, man. Joker was pretty out of it. What I don't get is, I thought Batman was working with Freeze. That's what Joker said earlier, right? How come they were fighting? You know what it's like. Allegiances in this place are fragile at best. No way Freeze would work with Batman if he didn't have some other thing planned.
I guess. So now we just wait till he comes this way and blow his head off?
That's the plan. Sounds like it'll be easy. If Batman really is sick, he'll make mistakes, and we'll be right here to show him not to mess with Joker.
Now, to be fair, I've made mistakes before I was technically sick in this game. So, don't expect that to stop. As a matter of fact, I end up going right over here and screwing up. I'm trying to get a good view of the area I have to go. Oh, hold
How the
on.
hell did he get that kind of power?
Yep, so these guys just have some random lines now.
Hey, Bats, it's me. While you were saving Miss Vale, I took the liberty of beefing up security at my steel mill. I'm sorry to have to break it to you, but I don't think that even you will be able to get in here. Oh, this is getting too emotional. I can barely bring myself to think of you dying out there. I keep thinking of you lying dead in the snow. It's the only thing that brings a smile to my face.
Right, so Joker's still taunting us. I actually have several voicemails from him that I have to play for the next video. And we're just going to have to be smart about taking out some of these guys. They will cause problems for us even if we go away from them. But I figured that one guy is actually probably enough for now. You see, we can just go right back in the chimney, can't we? Wait a minute. And
Furnace is generating too much heat. I need to find another way in. Oracle, find me a route into the steel mill.
Let's see. I'm assuming you want the most dangerous route possible.
Why change things now?
Well, you're in luck. The only way in is via the heat exchanges, to the south of the building. I'll mark it on your map.
alright, so from here on, we're pretty much just trying to get into the building. It's a door, it's not through an actual heat exchanger. It's right there, not very far away. But it's covered by a couple snipers and patrolled by a lot of people with guns. Now, so far, whenever we've come into an area where we had to be stealthy... oh, hold on.
Oh, Batman? Of course he is.
Nah, I reckon Freeze got him. He's stuck in a block of ice about now.
Really?
Yeah, Freeze must be pretty pissed, right? I mean...
What was that?
I apologize. I didn't even think, oh hey, maybe I don't want to interrupt that conversation. I also thought they wouldn't catch it, but here we are. So, yes, the heat exchanger is actually just a door, and it's patrolled by these guys, and maybe the biggest kind of issue with this area is that whenever we've had to take out people stealthily who have guns and such, we've had more or less free reign of a small room. Here, it's a lot of spread out guys in a very wide open space. We don't have the gargoyles to rely on. We can run away, as I've done here, but it's overall not a great idea. It's going to take you just as long to do this stealthily, let's say, as if you were trying to brute force it.
Not one little bit.
And even then, it's kind of hard because these guys will change levels pretty quickly without too much issue. So, stealthing this area is difficult. And of course, this is about the point where I was realizing, you know what, I don't think anyone's seen a Joker death sequence. And I decided to give it to you through the dumbest way possible. Here, have a bunch of gadgets and everything else. I just wanted to see if I could just punch my way out of this. And the answer is no. Pretty much emphatically no. Don't try to do that. You see, these guys not only break your chain of punches, but will stop you and stun lock you.
It's okay to die, Bats. I'll be here to protect Gotham. I'll do a real good job.
So, with that, we're going to try this again. Take this guy out the same you did last time. You attract a sniper, not a big deal. He'll look away from you after a couple seconds. And you just pop over here, fly over to him, just as we did. This is almost all the same stuff we did last time, don't worry.
That's my job.
And from here on out, We just have to be smart. Theoretically. Like, as smart as I get, let's say, with some of this stuff. Like I said, it's very different from the last stuff we've done. You're also going to see that this area has a really big potential for just screwing you over. These guys will appear right behind you at times. I only took a couple hits there, but that's still enough to worry me. Now, they're tossing grenades. We haven't seen those in a long time. But now they're scared, moving around, which means that I'll have a little bit better opportunity to start taking these guys out. Oh, and this! That was an entire thing on its own. For whatever reason, Batman didn't want to switch his tactics to drop down and kick that guy. Watch this move. This is a pretty smart move on my part, I think. And by that, I mean it is the dumbest thing I've ever done, but it worked. Just getting enough distance between these guys seems to do exactly what you need it to do, which is get them to stop looking for you in that immediate area. For that reason, it's a fun little tactic and makes open spaces like this a little less painful to stealth through. At the same time, the number of people and their ability to see everything in the world is kind of a problem. But, being as smart as we are, we're able to find ways out of this stuff, right? Yeah, like I said, not exactly the easiest thing to do. But look at that. 2 guys left. How do we handle 2 guys? Now, this would normally be prime territory for a double takedown, but you can't do one of those from the air. So, and right there the game decided what I wanted to do was, yeah, I kind of got screwed by controls and stupidity. But these guys are also right in front of the door I need to get through. That guy is still carrying a shotgun, by the way, so I'm trying to make sure he can't use it on me. And look how much damage these guys did with only a few shots on me. Not pretty. So, door is ready.
Oh, do I have to do everything myself around here? All I asked was that you stop the stupid Batman. I managed to get a syringe of my blood in his neck, for God's sakes, and I'm half dead. What's your excuse?
Alright. Let's pop in here now.
Whatever. You know anything about Protocol 10? Sounds scary.
Yeah, I was on the phone with Professor Strange yesterday, and he told me what it is.
Really? What is it?
It's the Bat!
And I swear to God, stealth takedowns do not actually work as they're supposed to sometimes. Not a big deal. These guys are not difficult to take out, though I did let myself get caught with a stupid punch before this. That's what you get for hitting me. Punched in the face with a giant metal glove. And welcome to a new little gimmick for this area, this rushing water. If you don't know exactly what you're doing, it's still not much of an issue. But first thing we're going to do is pop over here with the line launcher and open up a Riddler trophy. Yeah, I know, exciting stuff. Let's just do this. Yeah, I really wish the cryptographer got a little bit more play. Oh, and right there I accidentally double tapped A and dove right into the water. So, let's do what you're supposed to do here and use our freeze grenades. And all you gotta do, pretty simple stuff, is pull yourself towards this. I mean, it's the exact same thing we did with the first time we used it. Now, what might surprise you...
Strange is requesting that Emergency Protocol 10 is activated.
Does Gordon know what Protocol 10 is?
Just that it's the worst-case security measure. Strange told the High Council he had failed to stem the use of illegal weapons within the prison.
Weapons he provided. This was his plan all along.
It certainly looks that way. He made it sound like the inmates were planning a mass escape and attack on Gotham. I'll keep you posted.
patties, I guess, are a little buggy sometimes. You just have to get as close as you can to these things, or wait for a prompt to show up for the bat claw. Sometimes it can be an issue. But as you heard there, Protocol 10 is now in full effect. Hugo Strange has the confidence, let's say, of the council running the prison, that it's a good thing and it's a good time to run it, so he's going to be doing it. And right there, I almost fell off. But Protocol 10 seemed like it was an always going to happen thing.
Okay, didn't he?
Yeah, how the hell did that happen? I saw him yesterday and he looked like poison crab. Today? Oh, good.
So did he find the cure or what?
Don't know. Last thing I heard was the doctors couldn't save him. Quinn even had me torture some lady doctor to find a cure.
What did she say?
Right up to the moment she died, she was still saying there was no cure. After that, not so much.
Well, who cares? He's back. The Joker's back.
Yes, the Joker's back, but we're here to stop him, so let's do that. Start with this guy. As you can see, another fun room. I will never get tired of hitting that armored guy with those shock grenades. And right there, I'm reminded that I need to take these guys out first. Not only are they annoying to fight sometimes, they also come with this added issue of sometimes I completely end up whiffing and hitting him instead of the person I actually wanted to hit. And that's just stupid. I had 2 easy hits and I went for, instead of doing the counter, I went for a punch. Not really smart. Right there, I just took that guy out of the game. Perfect move. And I had enough time to counter that guy. This is a lot of win-win stuff right here. But then I used the swarm move and I didn't take full advantage. And that would have been a lot better had I just used the shown off the breaking weapons thing, but here we are.
This is General J with a quick update on what's going down here in Arkham City. As you can see, I'm looking much better. In fact, I think I'm looking better than ever. Oh, I can hear you all now. How did this happen? Can I get me some of that crazy cure? I want answers, damn it, now! Well, here's the thing. Answers don't give you everlasting satisfaction. Sometimes you need to brace yourself for disappointment. Now think about it. Imagine your favorite TV show. You've been through it all. The ups, the downs, the crazy coincidences. And then bang! They tell you what it's all about. Would you be happy? Does it make sense? How come it all ended in a church? You guys just need to know one simple thing. I'm back. Back for good. Now arm yourselves, boys. We've got a prison break to plan. No hostages, no surrender. I know, it sounds like suicide, but listen. Whatever happens, I'll be right behind you.
Okay, so a little bit more Joker time there. Once again, Mark Hamill does a great job with this game. It's too bad we have to go beat the Joker up immediately. And yeah, you can only freeze the Harley statues. You cannot, or you can't freeze them. You can only hit them with that electric thing.
Let me explain to you what's going on. The Joker is winning. You and your boss are losing. Now, we want the Joker to keep winning. So you're gonna tell us everything we need to know about Two-Face's plans. You probably don't want to, I get that. So we're gonna have to convince you.
Screw you! This one's still got some fight in him.
I'm saying nothing! Sure you will. Listen. You can still hear me, right? Yeah. Let me explain how this is gonna go down. I'm gonna drop you down into that pit. Now, down there, it's all kinds of hot. Last guy we lowered down there, he started melting before he even touched the hot stuff. You ever smelled melting flesh? No? No. Most people haven't. Let me paint you a picture. First, it smells like meat on a barbecue. You know, burning skin, fat, and meat. Then it reaches the bones.
That's the nasty bit.
It sure was. Well, I guess it was all kinds of bad. Because he screamed pretty much up to the point we dropped him in. But who cares? You're gonna tell us what Two-Face is up to, right? Go to hell.
You just don't give up, do you?
You're gonna regret this.
Alright, let's stop this, oh wait, I can't. So, yes, you cannot actually do a stealth kill on that guy. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. Now, it'd be fine if I maybe only tried to show it off that once, but I end up doing it, like, at least once more, because I completely forget after I showed it off. Oh well. And, hey, this guy's here for help.
Who'd have figured? Saved by the Batman.
Now, I try to fight him, but the game won't let me right now. So, best thing to do is to open this up. There's a bit of a Riddler puzzle over here to use the remote batarang to get something through here. Can't quite see inside.
Screwing with Two-Face.
So, the idea is that you throw a remote control batarang in there, unlock the thing, and you'd be able to get that trophy. Now, the issue here is that, well, it's guarded. It's not gonna work quite the way we expect. Not too worried about that right now. There's a little bit more sense to that in a bit. Oh, but look, this guy wants to fight us now. He gets kicked really hard in the knee for his troubles. I just saved you. Why are you trying to fight me? And this is ultimately where we need to go. But you can see, kind of blocked off right now. So, let's make our way through the only obvious exit right now. And like someone was saying, you can actually stand right next to those things, not worry about it. I just like to walk away. And another one of these sections. It's not overly long. You know, don't worry about it. It's just important that we get where we're going. I think this is more filler than anything else, to be honest. I don't feel like this adds anything to the level. Now, if you were to drive that ice into the giant screw, it'll break up. Everything's screwed. So you just don't worry about it. That pun, by the way, was not intentional. And if we just pull ourselves over here.
Council CCTV. The council members are coming back. They don't look happy. They're telling Strange that they're disappointed in him. That they never believed Protocol 10 would need to be activated.
But they gave him permission, didn't they?
Good evening. Protocol 10 will commence in 30 minutes. You all have specific orders for this situation. Follow them.
Do you still need an answer? Bruce, I don't like this. Be careful.
Alright, so one more thing to do with the freeze blasts, and then we're kind of done with them for a bit. Of course, I screwed up the first shot. Oh no, wait, yes, I got it right the first shot, but the thing I wanted to show, and the thing that it took me a minute to realize what I was doing. I thought I had done something wrong down here. But then I recalled exactly what this actually calls for. And you see this giant screw here, this press. There's a switch over on the wall to the left. So what you have to do is get the batarang through here to get electrified, turn it around, and then hit the remote control on the other side. I completely forgot about the simple immediate turn function of this thing, and that kind of screwed me here. Because I ended up going past Batman trying to get in here, where I knew it was. I forgot that there's actually a similar control right next to it. I don't know why detective mode would have helped me there, I just needed to know the pathing. And still, I'm not using the immediate turnaround batarang for whatever reason. But, perfect. Got me right through. We're going to use a freeze blast to get ourselves through here, I believe, and that'll be kind of it for that for a while. It's still a very useful combat tool. I will probably never stop using it for the remainder of the game after we finish with the Joker, but at the same time, it might not be the most helpful thing in the world at the very moment in terms of traversing the environment. And something to cryptographize, or cryptograph, I don't know how you want to say it. So, now we have an easy way back to this point, and we have the bridge to the next area. Can't call that anything but a win-win situation. And up ahead, I see this person, and I forgot that you could parry this, so watch this.
Oh God, it's you! I'm sorry.
It's all right. You're safe.
You're lucky. I could have killed you with this thing.
Believe me, Doctor. When someone takes a swing at me with a pipe, they don't get the chance to apologize. What's been happening?
I did what you said. I stayed out of sight and kept an eye on what they were up to. They've been placing things on the floor in the next room. I don't know what they are.
Sounds like Joker's trying to stop me with mines.
Will it work?
Do I look worried?
Worried? No. Sick? Very. You look terrible.
Don't worry about me. Get back to wherever you've been hiding. I'll deal with the mines.
Okay, well, before we deal with the mines, let's take a quick survey of this room. There is an easy-to-grab Joker challenge trophy here, and if anything, I'm lazy. So, we'll do that real quick. And then we'll... I believe I don't actually blow up that Harley statue. But you can see there's not a lot in this room. Oh, yes, I do hit that. Great. So, we are going into the next room where there's some mines. Now, the fun thing about having that mine destroyer is I actually have a use for it now.
See his face.
That's funny, man. And then what? Did she do it?
Of course she did. I mean, look at me. I'm gorgeous.
So what's the deal with Jay? He looks better, right? It's a freaking miracle. Yesterday he looked like crap. Today, the real Joker's back.
Thank God, man. I mean, who the hell wants Harley in charge? Between you and me, she's nuttier than he is.
Oh, Mr. J, please don't take me more.
Okay, my dear. Why don't you go and fight Batman while I make a daring escape?
You guys better hope she didn't hear that. Enough screwing around. Get these minds spread out.
Whoever did that Joker impersonation did a good job there. So, we actually have a
armed with proximity mines.
And you know how much pain I went through killing my family.
Alright.
That man doesn't stand a chance.
Bam. And that's why mines are actually kind of fun in this game. I can use them to take these guys right out with this mine disruptor, which is great news for me. It makes this room a little bit easier. If I wasn't so stupid and didn't, if I paid attention, this would have been a lot easier too. But they only get like one shot off on me. Actually, I don't think they get a single shot on me.
Think you can hide up there? Think you can?
But, yes. Now, what I've done here is actually pretty great. Save for the one guy who's walking around right there on the top part to the right, none of these guys have goggles that can see me. And that's good news for me. Some of these guys have mines, and I will end up walking into at least one of them. But for the most part, these guys have no way of stopping me up here. That's good news on a lot of fronts, at least for me. It means that as long as I'm careful and smart, I won't really have any issues. Or I will glide kick somebody who's standing on top of a mine. Or I will drop down to go stop somebody on a mine. Or, a variety of other dumb things I could do, I will end up doing. But right now, I figure that guy looks like he's primed up for a good shot. And I do the dumbest things. Walk right up here and mine. It means that I call attention to myself, but it also means that I'm going to get a better chance at getting some of these guys because they're going to spread out a little bit. Not a bad deal. If I had done it on purpose, that would have been a lot better, or if I had maybe attacked somebody to get them over there, that would have been a lot better. But this guy is so far away that it's actually worth just coming down here real quick and knocking him in the face and jumping away.
Over here! I got him!
And here we are now safe again. 2 guys left. The way they move when there's only 2 of them left is great, because they're generally very close, and they kind of cover each other's backs. It's not great for me per se, but it's great to watch. It's a nice little AI touch, I think. And once again, we've taken a guy out without really any notice. And I didn't mean to do that second jump. Oh, and watch this. I believe I walk right into a mine right after I do this. Oh no, guess not.
You took out those idiots like a man who hasn't only got hours left to live. Well done. I'll be seeing you soon. I can't wait.
Okay, I thought I walked into a mine right after that. I remember there being something dumb.
Will commence in 20 minutes.
So we only have 20 minutes to stop whatever Protocol 10 is.
I hear you, buddy.
How's it going in there anyway?
It's all good. Position, room's mine. If I see Batman, boom!
Hope you're right. The Joker looks like he's getting ready for a war. If Batman's out of the picture, we actually win it.
I've worked out how to beat the Bat. He uses the gargoyles, right? I just need to take them out too. Boom! Batman's on the ground, and I'm putting a bullet through his brain.
Nice. Let me know when he's dead. I want to come down there and have a little fun with the corpse.
Get in line. I'm having the mask. You can have what's left.
And you can see Harley's up there in the distance, or at least someone who looks like Harley. But it wouldn't be uncommon for the Joker to leave her to rot. So, let's really quickly change to something different. We're actually going to play this maybe a little cavalier, let's say. But I like doing it this way. I haven't really used the line launcher kick since the first time we used it. I think that's actually the smart way to do that. I don't know. Let's talk to Harley real quick.
Wow, look who it is. What do you want, B-Man? Come to stick the knife in some more? Well, go on then, I don't care. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not even gonna tell you about the crap Joker took from Freeze and locked up in the boiler room. What are you?
The stuff that Joker took from Freeze is actually pretty important. We're gonna go grab that. But it takes a couple minutes for me to realize exactly how the steel mill is laid out. You see, there's not really directions in here, and there's only so many directions I can go in at any given time. It's very linear, but to a point, we just have to go through here and then down through there, and then we'll be able to reach the boiler room. Not very difficult. I mean, there's, like I said, only a few directions you can go in. So, we just pop through here. A little bit more conversation to be had. And actually, I'm going to be showing off something here that's kind of fun. Remember earlier in the game I wasn't able to crack this, or I took these 2 down as markers. So now I can actually crack this thing, and I can get in here and grab the trophy. Wait for it. Sometimes it takes a moment. Pick it up. Now, what I realize here is I haven't shown off what happens when you try to pick up a Catwoman trophy.
What do you call a bat that thinks he can take something for a hat?
Yes, you get a little admonishment from the Riddler, and that's about it.
Protocol 10 bull that Strange has been spouting.
What the hell's his problem? Didn't he give us these guns in the first place?
Yeah, I thought he wanted the Joker to win.
Me too, but don't you think that's kind of crazy? Who spends billions of dollars building a prison and then gives everyone guns?
You got a point. You weren't at the asylum, were you? Well, I was, man. Old Sharpie was weird, too. Just like Strange.
Yeah, I heard a bunch of people died under his supervision.
You shouldn't listen to gossip, man. No way is Quincy some kind of avenging psychiatric angel. Have you seen him? He looks like an idiot.
Sure, he's an idiot. But he convinced an entire city to build this place, didn't he? And he hired Strange, who gave us military-grade weapons.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying I didn't trust Sharp. I don't trust Strange. And I don't like this.
Not one bit.
Right, so we've been confirmed that it's Strange who's been supplying the Joker's guys with weapons. So we knew that for a little while, but that's just a little bit more. Explains why there are sniper rifles all of a sudden. Oh, speaking of sniper rifles, they don't really care if you come over here and say, hit all their friends. Now, they're actually kind of stuck up there, and because of that, when you knock them, when you take those guns out the way I have, it's easier actually if you go over there and do a double-edged takedown, which is what I'll do now. But because they can't work and they don't have another backup weapon source, they just stay there. They can't do anything against you. So, double-edged takedown, and that's where we need to go to finish this off, as you can see. But it is not actually the area we want to go to right now. We want to go to somewhere a little new. If you recall, the area up there is where we got first infected by the Joker. But the next place we're going is maybe a little bit nicer. First off, you have to crack a code.
Find Harley stuck in this elevator.
Thought she went off to get something from Freeze.
She did, then she came back.
And why are we searching?
She probably just got lost. You know what she's like. Still, at least Jay's looking good.
Yeah, man. Luigi's been locked up in that little room, killing all the doctors who can't fix him. And then suddenly, it's all good.
Jimmy said he just saw him heading out somewhere.
Jimmy's full of crap. I just saw him over in the funhouse.
Really? Where? Guess Jimmy needs to stop drinking that stuff we found down in the storage rooms. They must be screwing with his head.
Alright, so your initial thought with this is that you're actually supposed to be bringing this thing all the way up so you can fight him. Turns out you can't really get in there the normal way. So what you're supposed to do is come down here, say hi to everybody, or if you're me, you expect them to attack you and end up reversing nothing. Now watch how long that guy sits in that corner. It's a while. I'm just trying to take out these guys in pretty quick succession, and once again, dick punched. And once we've ridden this thing down, we're actually pretty much at the bottom. We can just send this thing up a little bit and jump. It's a little bit of displacement, but whatever. As long as you know what you're doing, you can get in and out of here pretty effectively. I won't be showing the way back out, however. It just doesn't make sense to show 3 minutes of nothing. And there's some guys talking.
Must have really hated your mother.
Like you wouldn't believe.
She ate us all.
Didn't give him much choice.
Killing your own mother with a poisoned birthday cake. Jeez. And I thought Joker was bad.
And pop them both. Kill the Harley statue. And let's go get the new freeze tech. We've got to level up. That's going to persist through this entire thing. Now, the issue with this room is that these guys, they'll notice if they can't shoot, so...
Doesn't he get him from Penguin?
No way, man. Those two hate each other.
And right there, I thought I was going to get away with a stealth kill. I do get one of the guys with the disruptor, which is good news. And I can take the other one out. As long as I can keep them from shooting, I could be okay. With 2 guys down, that means that I don't have to worry about that. Now, unfortunately, the gel didn't work there as it was supposed to. So we're about to get into some trouble because of that. I went to go reverse something. I don't know why. There's no one trying to hit me at all.
You're gonna die, fat.
And once again, trying to stun that guy so I could run him down didn't work out. I do love doing that. Just turns that thing to a shotgun. And yes, don't think that you can't hit those guys at all or anything. You can.
Lie to me if you're done eating solid food.
Please, I'll tell you what I know.
Good.
So yes, you can just nail those guys sometimes if you have your combo built up enough. If their health is low enough and your combo is built up, you're fine. Now, one other thing, you can take these things out. This might be maybe a little bit too much with the stun gun, so if you just keep tapping the left trigger, you'll just throw enough batarangs to make this worth your while. And once you've hit enough things, you get a Riddler trophy. Now, unfortunately, quick firing does not work on this one. You can't jump up there either. For whatever reason, quick firing the bat claw just fires it over in different directions. Don't know why. Just what it likes to do. Now, if we look, we're going to look through what we have here, and we're going to go with a little bit of Catwoman investment. I've already bought one thing for her in an unseen video, or part of a video, so I've been kind of putting some points into her, but it'll pay off soon. And the cluster grenade. This thing is very useful. It basically means that if there's a few people in one area that I don't want moving for a bit, I can hit them all at once. Great stuff. Now we're right back where we were left off before. Let's pop up into the Joker's loft and see if there's anything we can do here. And just walking around, checking out what's going on. Not really a ton in here, huh? Computer. Looks like a dot matrix printer. Some old windows. Globe. Harley's costume from Arkham Asylum. And some things directing me where I need to go. Clearly I need to follow those. That couldn't be a trap. Just making sure there wasn't anything above me. Any way out of there.
Where is it?
Manners cost nothing, Batman. A please wouldn't go amiss. I mean, if you wanted to be cured so badly, you only had to ask. It looks like I need to teach you some respect.
There's nothing you can teach me, Joker.
Oh, come on. There's always something to learn. Let's start with getting your ass kicked 101. Seconds out.
Yeah, that was a kind of a weird moment, huh? Joker went from being sick to being totally fine in a few seconds. And then he decided to bet it all on a fist fight with Batman, which seems like a losing proposition for him. So, we just hit him a couple times with those freeze blasts.
Stop! I can't take anymore! You win! You beat me! Hang on! Did I say me? I meant me and these guys.
Hey, it's a bunch of thugs. Good news. It's a bunch of thugs and their friend, the Hammer Dude. And a friend of theirs who also happens to be hopped up on Titan. Yes, this is an annoying fight. Also, you can hear Mr. Abramovich has dropped down. He causes me fewer problems in this than he did in the original fight, believe it or not. A couple of dumb moves on my part actually caused my downfall on him. The bigger issue is these stupid fucking trains. Yeah, I know, it's a little nice gimmick that you can put in here that will enhance the fight a little bit, make it not just another fight. But at the same time, I really don't like getting hit by trains because I was in a bad spot trying to fight 6 people. So, what I do here is I basically try to stay away from those train tracks as much as possible. But I still get hit at least once, maybe twice. There's one. And once again, I try focusing a lot on the random thugs instead of on the big guy. If I can get those guys away, that means that I'm probably going to be fine. But, Titan guy, thankfully he got hit almost immediately by a train car. He could have been a problem otherwise. But you can see why I go for these Titan guys and the Hammer Dude first, right? If they're out of the way, that means that I don't have to worry too much about the smaller guys eventually. Alright, train cars are coming, but I get on his back just in time. And let's use the Titan guy to go after the Hammer Man. That to me is the smartest way to use this guy right now. Let's Shockwave, see if we can get anything. Nope, nothing. And I get thrown off pretty much immediately with that. Now what I should have done was break an arm or something, but instead I decided to send a shockwave through everybody. And just gonna make use of the hammer guy a little bit more, but I get hit by the train car again. The little guys are the bigger problem here than the big guys. I think I misspoke earlier when I said it was a good idea to take out the big guys first. No, focus on the little guys. They're far more annoying and going to be much more of a problem for you. Especially if you're trying to get a combo off that takes a while on one of these big guys. They can really just screw you over by showing up and trying to fight you. Also, they can pick up guns, which means that they have actual ranged attack modes on you. But right now, it's just me, the Joker, and these guys. Which means this is going to go fine, because I only have 1 health left. And they can hurt each other, which is good news for me. So, just make use of that. Now I'm basically down at get a strong breeze hitting me in the wrong direction and I'm dead. Let's take this guy. Then jump away, push Joker into the train car. Yeah, like I said, this worked out really well for me. And by well, I mean I didn't get my ass kicked within 4 seconds of starting. For whatever reason, the fast-paced punches weren't happening on that turn. But with that, the Joker is pretty much defenseless. He is actually basically invincible until you beat all these guys. Let's see how this ends for him.
What are you waiting for? Any last requests? How about a joke?
How about a trade? Let him go. Take me in his place.
I'll handle the jokes around here.
Talia, what are you doing?
I represent the great Ra's al Ghul, head of the demon, master of the League of Assassins.
Well, bully for you.
Free Batman, and we will give you the secret of immortality.
Don't do it, Talia. He'll be unstoppable.
What? You mean she's telling the truth?
Immortal?
Do we have a deal?
No!
Oh, shut up! After you, my dear.
We offered you this chance, Batman. Now follow your heart.
Are we not done yet, Ivy? I told you that thing with the flowers wasn't my fault. You know it, I know it.
You should have watered them. You said you would water them. Now there's only one left, and Strange has it, sealed in his vault.
Well, in that case, I think we can strike a deal. I need a way into his vault, and I think you're just the girl to help. If you get me in there, I'll get your plant. Deal?
I should kill you. Fine.
No kiss? I'm kinda disappointed.
Out! Now!
Right, so we're going to take over on Catwoman for a little while, but thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you next time when we do that.